The cannon carts are coming, and they're better than ever. What is going on, fellow fans of Clash of Clans? Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I am your host, Galadon, and I am coming to you live from Helsinki, Finland, as we speak. This episode being recorded today, being released today, talking about a huge change, or actually 3 changes, to everybody's favorite, to the most... Okay, it's to cannon carts. Now, we are going to see, I think, a big change in the usefulness of the cannon cart after this buff. So to avoid what maybe happened to the Valkyrie of Clash of Clans back in 2014 and 15, we have seen a buff to the cannon cart. I gotta love quick balance changes, and I would expect, also having talked to the Clash of Clans team, that will probably come in an episode over the next couple of days. A lot of cool changes coming to the game very soon, and balance changes are always on the top of the Clash team's list. They want to keep those units well balanced, and a lot of it is about use rate and win rate. So let's go ahead and get into the changes to the cannon carts. Gotta love these changes. First of all, the speed. A 33% buff, 1/3 faster, so they will be able to get in there and engage in the battle more quickly, and of course avoid the ever dangerous flying mortar balls. Let's move on to the second part of this 3-part buff, and that is the firing speed of the first shot. Instead of a delay of 1.2 seconds, it's been cut down to 1/3 of that delay, 0.4 seconds. Think of this back to the home village when balloons were buffed. That first shot that they get off, combine that with the faster speed, and you've got a cannon cart that is going to get a lot more damage done before it goes down. And speaking of going down, that is the third change to the cannon cart, and that's that last stand ability. Now, when the cannon goes into the last stand ability, its range is increased by 1 full tile. So what you're going to see is a cannon that can reach more structures or more defenses. Now, of course, the cannon cart will still be outranged by most defensive structures, but you have to remember that it was on the move up until this point that the last stand ability goes into effect. Now it can no longer move, but with that additional range of an extra tile, hopefully it's going to be able to get to more structures and defenses during that last stand phase. That, combined with the faster speed, the faster first shot going off, really, I'm hoping is going to bring the cannon back into the meta, and hopefully we will see a lot more use of the cannon cart at every level, and that's just going to make the game more exciting. I like to see diversity, and so does the Clash of Clans team. Speaking of that, you guys, I'm going to have a Q&A episode in the next couple of days. Again, I'm in Finland right now, and just yesterday I had a chance to talk to the Clash of Clans team, and I asked them those questions that you guys had posed to me on Twitter. I got as many of them answered as I could. A lot of questions that are new, having to do with the Builder Hall, and older questions having to do with the home village, clan war, and all sorts of stuff about the future of Clash of Clans. So that's exciting. That's coming up in the next couple of days, so make sure you stay tuned. In the meantime, let's take a look at one more cannon cart attack. This, the attack facing Matt from another 9-mode Clash Clan, and the ever-popular lithium base. Now, this one's been popular for a while. It just doesn't want to go away. We're seeing a lot of the lithium base and a lot of that double bracket base, and I will also be covering, of course, strategies for offense and defense facing both of those bases. Right here, we're going to go ahead and use cannon carts in combination with giants and the battle machine. This is really probably the most common way to use the cannon carts, is against a box base, lithium base, and kind of this dual entry. Now, a few players are using 2 camps of cannon carts. I just had one right here, and as long as you've got those tanks for you, the cannon carts are going to be a fantastic tool to get in there. They do so much damage if you can keep them alive. So again, with this new buff, we're going to see the cannon carts get in there more quickly, get more damage done, and that last stand ability, I'm excited to see how that's going to change. There's no worse feeling than when your cannon cart loses its wheels and it just sits there and it can't reach anything. So maybe that one tile is going to be a big enough change so that we can see that cannon cart in last stand get more structures down. And right here, we're just running through this lithium base. super high percentage 2-star attack. But in just a moment, we will move on to the developer build, and I'll show some action with the new cannon cart mechanics. The new speed, the new last stand, and of course that new first shot, getting off so much faster than before. So a 92% 2-star right here, probably the most common tactic Giants used with the cannon carts as tanks. But let me know if you guys have other strategies, other troop combinations, and let's get on to the developer build. And yes, Galadon, facing Galadon with the new cannon cart mechanics. I brought 2 camps of Giants, 2 camps of cannon carts. And just to let you know, this is not exactly the best designed base right here for Builder Hall 6 as these Giants move in. And I'm going to admit, I knew where the spring traps were, or maybe I even moved them out of the way. So the Giants getting in there, and again, tanking for those cannon carts. Watch them take out that Near Crusher. I'm saving the battle machine for a little bit later. I was kind of hoping the battle machine would be able to get in there and take down the Builder Hall. But check out at the top of the screen, those cannons are going to move in and come within range of the Builder Hall themselves. And yes, I'll be able to grab a 2-star without even deploying the battle machine. Going to use him here in the end. Now, ideally, I would have dropped him sooner at the bottom of your screen. But watch the cannon cart towards the top left as it's going to get taken down into last stand by the double cannon. It still has the range to get a couple of critical shots off. And that actually might have made the difference between a 2-star and a 3-star win right here, as the remaining cannon cart easily outranges the Crusher as it would have before the changes, and the battle machine and his regenerative ability making all of the difference. Just a few structures left, 2 cannons, an archer tower, and a Tesla for defenses, so there's a lot of damage being dealt by these last buildings. But again, that level 10 battle machine going to get the job done. The last cannon going into last stand. There it is, working on that double cannon. Can't quite get it down. And that almost stopped the 3-star right here with just a couple of hit points left on that double cannon. That is now going to force the battle machine to have to work his way through this wall. And this is just a perfect example of why that ability is so important. Unlock that as soon as you can. It makes a huge difference in battles, as it did right here. The battle machine, plenty of time, plenty of hit points to turn around and work his way through this max level wall to finally get this double cannon down. Now, as he works on this, you guys, again, let me know down in the comments what you think. Is this going to be enough? Play it yourself, obviously, as soon as the update drops on the cannon cart, and let me know what you think down in the comments, and of course on Twitter at Galadon Gaming. I am always looking for your input, your feedback, and of course your exciting and strange and unusual replays. Let me know, you guys, and maybe I can include you in a future episode. Now, who put that Tesla down there? I wouldn't have designed my own base. Wait a minute. Maybe. Okay, so eventually the battle machine getting down there, and we're going to go ahead and hit his ability one more time, taking the Tesla down and grabbing the 3-star with a newly buffed cannon carts. That is going to wrap up the cannon cart buff episode. I just wanted to take a couple of seconds, take a look at some comments you guys have recently left on some of my videos. And again, thank you guys for leaving the comments. I do appreciate it. First things first, the cannon cart, well, maybe no longer a joke. This definitely some huge changes. They obviously want to see it used, and I would also expect to see future balance changes, but I'll talk about that in an upcoming episode. The Redstone Ravager, pointing out something that several of you have brought to my attention. It looks like sometimes archers or giants can pick up the Barbarian's Rage spell. It actually is only a visual effect. It doesn't actually change the damage output. It does not enrage the other units in the area. Just think of it as an optical illusion. And Xeriscape likes the art on this thumbnail. That art is actually from the game Fastlane Road to Revenge, where you can play Galadon or Chief Pat or several other YouTubers as well. And I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. He said, does anybody think that since Galadon complains about baby dragons that Supercell will add a second air bomb at Builder Hall 7? All I have to say is stay tuned for the Q&A in the next couple of days, and hopefully some of your questions will be answered. And last but not least, thank you to Robo Epic and the many other players who let me know that I screwed up in the other day's title. No, I did not accidentally leak Builder Base coming to Clash Royale, but thank you guys for pointing that out. Thank you for being here all the way to the end of the episode. I appreciate your time. Hope that I gave you some good information. Hope that you guys come back again soon. In the meantime, watch me stream on Mixer.com. Subscribe, turn on notifications. Have a fantastic day, and come back again tomorrow for more Full Attacks.